pleasure to play in the Bermuda Triangle of Fun, which is here. Marshall asked me to do a bit of a warm-up, so he put the heating on. And you're probably aware we've just finished a successful tour of the Far East of Wigan. Marshall asked me if I had any blue material, so I bought this t-shirt. So it's a designer t-shirt, it's a Primani. So I remember when I bought this t-shirt in the Primark on Chapel Street, and I thought to myself, what am I doing here? But I needed a blue t-shirt. And I went in, and I can only describe it as a jumbo sale that's been used as a tug of war previously. So I went into the changing cubicle, or as they call it in Southport, the shoplifting cubicle. And when I got out, I went up to the assistant and I said, you know what? She said, what? I said, there's no toilet paper in that cubicle. And she said, really? I said, yeah, but it's okay, I took my own. So, in a vain hope of trying to find things to do in Southport, which is not easy, as you know, Southport's famous for dying, not much else, and
we know that.
I'm convinced, yeah, we know a lot about dying, I'll tell you that. But I'm convinced the Southport Flower Show was created to keep up with the demand for the local cemetery here. So, in my vain hope, I continued and I signed up for a course in mindfulness, which I don't know if you know much about mindfulness, but it's about tranquility, calmness, the teachings of Buddha, peace, that kind of thing, you know. Great course. Anyway, it got cancelled after a couple of weeks because the teacher went off sick with stress. I decided to take a sailing course on Marine Lake, and the first day we went out to the middle of the lake, a bit windy. The wind picked up and this big pole with a sail on it cracked me on the side of the head. And after my instructor had stopped laughing, he said, you know what that was? I said, no. He said, that was a boom on account of the sound it makes when it hits you on the side of the head. I said, really? So I pushed him overboard, and when he came up, having finished gasping for air, I said, you know what that was? That was a splash on account of the sound it makes when your body hits the water. So I continued my search for excitement in Southport by deciding to take a prostate exam. So I went to the doctors, and I got in there, and I said to the guy, I thought I'll wait for his hands to warm up. So I said to him, a bit of small talk. So I said to him, what did you used to do? What did you do to end up as a proctologist? This kind of work. And he went, well, I started out as a ventriloquist, and it kind of went from there. I said, okay. He said, okay, you're going to have to strip off now. And I said, okay. So he said, before we start, I need to tell you that there's a danger of involuntary erection in rectal exams. I said, I've never heard that. He said, I wasn't talking about you. So I put my trousers down on the floor next to his. And as he said, as he continued, I said, hang on a minute, I can't see what you're doing down there. What are you doing rummaging around? And he said, don't worry, you can watch it later on pay-per-view. So I got home and traumatised that I was, and I started to watch it on pay-per-view. And the doorbell rang, and it was two old women in tracksuits. I said, what's this? She said, we're from Jehovah's Fitness. So I said, really? She said, have you ever heard of a book, in a condescending way, she said, have you ever heard of a book called the Bible? I said, No, but if you check on Amazon, they'll have it. And the other one said to me, "It's the greatest story ever told." I said, "Well, don't tell me about it, I've not read it yet." So I said, I did read the book in the end, at the end of the day, and I did read it, and I thought, not the best whodunit I've ever read. And the guy died in the end as well, it wasn't a great story, to be frank. So I've taken to drinking. I went to the optician after that, and I had an eye test. And the optician came out of his little closet, and he said to me, "I'm sorry to tell you, you appear to have a lazy body." And he said, I said, "Thanks, doctor." I said, "I don't think you're that good myself, because I've just had that eye test and I couldn't read a word of it." So I'm really into, it's a well-known fact, I'm really into ginger ale. Everybody like ginger ale?
No.
I love it. And in fact, I like to drink Canada Dry, or I used to like to drink Canada Dry.